Camp set up by the Lakota water protectors fighting the $3.8 billion Dakota Access Pipeline has been largely vacated after protesters were ordered to leave the camp on Wednesday. Police arrested, we believe, 10 people. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and the North Dakota governor had imposed a noon eviction deadline for hundreds of water protectors still living at the resistance camp. Prayer ceremonies were held Wednesday and part of the camp was set on fire before the eviction began. Water protectors say the resistance camp sits on unceded Sioux territory under the 1851 Treaty of Fort Laramie and that they have a right to remain on their ancestral land. A couple dozen people, we believe, are still remaining at the camp. The ongoing encampments in North Dakota were the largest gathering of Native Americans in decades. At its peak, more than 10,000 people were at the various resistance camps. Earlier this month, construction crews resumed work on the final section of the pipeline after the Trump administration reversed the Obama administration and granted an easement to allow Energy Transfer Partners to drill beneath the Missouri River. We go now to North Dakota, where we're joined by two guests. LaDonna Brave Bull Allard is a member of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe and a founder of the Sacred Stone Camp, which continues. Linda Black Elk is an ethnobotanist and head of the Medic and Healer Council at Standing Rock. Why don't we begin with LaDonna Brave Bull Allard? You run the Sacred Stone Camp, which is on your property. But the main resistance camp, people were evicted yesterday and arrested. Can you tell us what happened?
So at the Oshete Shakoan camp, the people were given a 2 o'clock deadline to leave the camp. And we had like a small snowstorm that came in and also rain. And right now, to get people in, and about 4:30 or so, they arrested some media people. And that was about 10 people that got arrested yesterday, mostly all media. And the police and National Guard and stuff backed off and said they would be in the camp at 9 o'clock this morning.
Today, in just a few hours, you're an hour behind Eastern Standard Time. Your camp, however, Sacred Stone Camp, are people still encamped there?
Because of so many people coming in.
Headed, and why it's important to you.
Well, you know, the whole reason that I got involved in this, I live on Standing Rock and my children are from here. They're members of the Standing Rock Nation. And the whole reason I got involved is because I couldn't stand to see the legacy that their ancestors have left them to be destroyed yet again or to be threatened yet again. And so I got involved to protect the water. But you know, I realized that this is about more than just water. This is, of course, about treaty rights also. This is about the protection of sacred sites. But even more so, as an ethnobotanist, I've come to realize that this is about the edible and medicinal plants that grow adjacent to the pipeline, right within the path of the pipeline. You know, this pipeline is akin to cultural genocide. So, you know, I know that I have to stand up and keep fighting. And yesterday, this eviction from the large camp, you know, it's just a part of the process. I'm not deterred at all. LaDonna isn't deterred at all. We know we have to keep standing. The Dakota Access Pipeline and the fossil fuels industry in general has to be fought on all fronts. So we need these camps here. We need people on the front line. We need people locking down at the drill pad to oppose this pipeline. But we also need people fighting the legal battle. We need people in Washington, D.C. We need people to continue to divest from banks that support the fossil fuels industry. And so, you know, this is just part of the story. It's just part of it. We have people who have moved into LaDonna's Sacred Stone Camp, but we also have people who are going down to Texas.